EVE Online is a vast universe, alive with the
Sorry, welcome back. Had to download Link to start the video. Monster Truck. Give me a sec. Right now, I got a monster truck. What the? No way. Nice. It's in my garage right now. I haven't seen it.
A woman on TikTok named Sierra typically posts wholesome and lighthearted videos to her account of her daily life and her exciting adventures, but two videos in particular on her account stand out like sore thumbs. In the first video, Sierra says that she was home alone filming a vlog about the brand
Alright, guys, I'm back.
new house that she just purchased, when all of a sudden she began to experience something quite strange. Sierra is shown standing on a ladder trying to do something with the closet door, when out of nowhere this happens.
There. Okay, let's try this again. There's no way that this is a thing. I don't think you understand. There is zero way that she could unlock that, open it, shut it, and lock it. How are you doing this?
Randomly, her dog was outside trying to get back inside, but Sierra did not put the dog outside in the first place. A few moments later, she proceeds to continue with what she was doing before, but again, the same thing happens. She goes to check the back door and shockingly, her dog is once again locked outside. But how did the poor dog get outside in the first place? It's a mystery that is obviously quite baffling for Sierra. Is it possible that there is some strange spirit that is messing around with her and putting her dogs outside to give her a good scare? If so, what is the motive behind it, if any? In a second video from Sierra's account, she states that her sister and her fiancé were trying to paint a nursery when randomly out of nowhere, this happens.
I'm good. Are you good? You're good, you're good.
Oh my god.
What was that?
What the hell?
The Borg found new ground to assimilate. It's time to recruit Data Skingraft to turn the enemy's tech against them, and Zephram Cochrane to push your fleet beyond its limits. Get your hands on the new Phoenix-inspired refit, because history should feel legendary. Dive into new forbidden tech. Harness chaos tech to cut the Borg off from reinforcements.
The door to the room that they are painting in closes without any explanation, much to the confusion of everyone. A couple of seconds go by, and Sierra's sister decides to go investigate, and then, shortly thereafter, the door closes once again before the video ends. What could possibly be going on inside of Sierra's home, and why is this stuff happening if the home is brand new? It's not as though the house is decades old and there were previous tenants there. It's quite a baffling case, so I'm curious if you guys have any theories on this story. If you do, please feel free to share them in the comments down below. It's no secret that a lot of people in the world are absolutely terrified of clowns and dolls. But what happens when you combine those two together and you get a clown doll? Unsurprisingly, the results are terrifying. This video was posted to TikTok by a woman named Brianna, who says that she recently moved next door to a cemetery which, perhaps as you can expect, was a big mistake. The footage shows Brianna and a friend of hers watching The Exorcist. It's an undoubtedly scary movie, but what happened to them in real life was arguably even scarier. Watch this.
It's not even scary.
It's scary.
No.
You killed your mother! You killed your mother! You killed...
Out of nowhere, the clown doll that can be seen hanging on their wall moves all on its own, which frightens Brianna to the point where she screams out loud before the video abruptly ends. Was there some sort of a spirit possessing this creepy doll? If so, what did it want? Are its intentions sinister? Just to be on the safe side, if I were Brianna, I would get rid of that doll immediately. On January 25th, 2017, a young girl named Emma Oakley posted a video to her YouTube account that showcases her and her brother doing some dares on camera. At first, it plays out like a normal video of two siblings just trying to mess around and have some fun. But as I'm sure you can expect, this simple video quickly turns into something much creepier. Throughout the video, Emma and her brother are shown goofing around and playing with each other. It's all fun and games until this happens.
Ouch! Okay, I dare you to hello? Pause it.
Suddenly, a bizarre demonic voice can be heard coming through Emma's computer, startling both her and her brother, who can only sit there in shock, not sure of what's going on or what to do. The video then ends a few seconds later, leaving us all to wonder what exactly was going on and what the creepy voice was doing on her computer. It's also hard to understand what the voice was saying, but it probably wasn't anything good. Emma did post further videos on her channel down the road, but she never posted any kind of direct update to this video. Someone on Reddit thinks that someone may have hacked into Emma's webcam, and that's where the voice came from. If this is true, it's utterly terrifying to think that there are people out there who are hacking into young kids' webcams just to scare them, or who knows what else. This video may be good evidence as to why parents should monitor their kids and their technology more closely. As I'm sure almost all of you are aware by now, home security cameras can oftentimes catch the most amazing things that people wouldn't believe if it wasn't recorded. Sure, a lot of the time they also capture some of the most mundane moments of our everyday life, but that isn't always the case, such as the incident depicted in this following video. It was posted to TikTok back in 2021 by a user known as Lock Ridge Haunting, and showcases home surveillance camera footage taken inside this ordinary home in the middle of the day. In the clip, we watch as an adorable dog is just walking around the house, minding its own business. Then, in the blink of an eye, this seemingly cute video transforms into something truly creepy. Watch this.
My PC. I know, but I keep having to turn right in order to use that paperwork. And honestly, it would make it easier to use if I had a wireless keyboard.
Randomly, one of the doors inside of this person's house seems to open all by itself, much to the dog's confusion and fright. No wonder why it got out of there shortly after that happened. A second video that was posted to the same account showcases home security camera footage of a dog sleeping inside of its cage in the middle of the night. All seems to be going perfectly fine when it suddenly gets distracted by something absolutely terrifying. The dog is sleeping when suddenly one of the hinges on the dog cage seems to move all by itself. As for who or what caused this to happen, it's really anybody's guess. Let's just hope that this family is able to put their heads together soon and come up with a solution, because it's clear that something strange is going on here. A Reddit user known as Emergency Row 4953 uploaded the following eerie video to the popular ghost subreddit just about 2 weeks ago, and it has already sparked quite the discussion online. While metal detecting at an abandoned retirement village, the uploader entered a building to look around. Everything was seemingly going perfectly fine and well until this randomly happened. Suddenly, one of the doors nearby slammed shut for no apparent reason. This room was located inside a much larger building, and there was no breeze or wind whatsoever. According to the uploader, the retirement home allegedly has a dark history of mistreatment of the elderly, and the uploader says that the negative energy in the place was palpable. Unfortunately, we don't get to actually see the door closing all by itself, because the camera pans the opposite way, but you can definitely hear it.
Whoa.
What's that?
I just built a budgeting app with Base 44.
Guys, Nina just built an app.
Impossible. Nina can't code.
Interesting. Can it generate reports?
It can now.
Nice.
So you're saying we can all build apps now?
Yeah.
I'm on lunch.
I gotta make a call.
I'll be in my office.
Just built an inventory tracker.
Protein calculator.
Book sharing app. Profesor de Español. An inter-office dating app.
For dogs. For office dogs.
Then, you can see that the door is more closed when the uploader films the door again. Some people in the comment section of this video believe that this is a 100% genuine video of some kind of paranormal entity closing a door inside of this spooky retirement home, whereas others aren't entirely convinced, mainly because we never actually see the door closing. What do you guys think? Do you think this Reddit user managed to record something creepy on camera, or was this all a big setup? Be sure to let me know in the comments.
You know what? We're gonna up the ante on horror.
Imagine you're sitting on your couch in the middle of the night just trying to relax and unwind before heading off to bed for the night when you find yourself caught in a real-life nightmare. That's the kind of situation TikTok user Carter V found himself in one night in February of 2024. He's shown to be sitting on the couch in the living room recording something in the distance. He writes that
That's insane. I can't see your screen from here anymore.
Eve to me is basically freedom. It's a giant open universe where you can do whatever you want. You can.
About a week ago, I decided that I had to leave the city. It's been forever since I've seen another human. The city was just getting way too dangerous. I was pretty much barricaded inside my apartment, except to occasionally grab some supplies. The nesters started showing up near my apartment, and then another. I realized it wasn't the place. It was my routine. So I had to leave. I decided to make my way upstate to my childhood home. It's deep in the suburbs. The population is obviously lower, so I assumed less nesters. It's also vacant. It has been for a while, which makes it feel safer. Fewer places to hide, which means fewer reasons to move. No surprises. A lot of times I think I'm alone in a house, but I'm not. Being here, I feel safe. I feel somewhat comforted because I know the history that's in these walls. I figure if I'm gonna go down, I want to go down here. It cut my travel time in half if I walked through the mountains rather than around. But first I needed to navigate the interstate roadways. I never thought in my life that I'd see them this empty. It's brisk up here. Take a look at this. Eventually, nighttime began to set in. So it's getting pretty dark out, and I'm picking up a nester about maybe a quarter mile out. It's just getting too dangerous to continue on foot. I have to find like a mountain house or something. I know there's some up in these mountains. I just gotta find one, and I pray it doesn't get too dark because then it's gonna be impossible to see one. So there's nothing. There's absolutely nothing. Alright, I did take a look at my map, and I see that there is a clearing on the terrain just a ways up north here. So I'm gonna pray that it is not just a site for some previous architecture or something. I'm praying that it's a house or something, because it is not getting lighter. I gotta turn this thing off for a while. As luck would have it, I stumbled upon a house deep in the woods. I guess this will have to do. The house was warm and cozy. It was a safe haven in the midst of a snowy desert. His signal's getting pretty weak, so I'd say he's probably about 3 miles out now. So
Love Roblox? Earn Roblox digital gift cards with Microsoft Rewards. Sign up for Microsoft.
I was hiding in the dark the night before. It had been a while since I'd seen anything that beautiful. I stayed for a while longer, took part in some activities that made me feel normal. Break 19, this is Tricky Spinner, do you copy? Eventually, it was time to leave. After a while, I could feel the air was changing. The trees were getting more sparse. The snow was melting a little. I was descending from the mountains. Before I knew it, I began seeing familiar landmarks. But the evening snuck up on me quick that day, and I was still a few miles from home. All right, I found it a diner. I sat for a moment, weighing whether it was worth turning on the electricity and opening up the kitchen. Since the kitchen and dining room had no windows, I decided it would be safe. brewed myself a cup of French roast coffee. The warmth and familiar comfort of the drink lifted my spirits, easing me towards the promise of a long sleep in a warm building. I guess this spot is as good as any to park up for the night. I'm gonna sleep in this very familiar sight, the edge of my neighborhood. All right, my house is just beyond this hill here. So we're getting in early. I'm glad about that. I gotta move because it's getting dark. The sun is starting to set here. So here we go. Okay, I gotta be mindful of these. There are steps here. It could be a nester. So I really gotta be careful. There it is. Alright, I think I'm gonna go in through the basement. It seems like the best route. House. Oh, please, younger me, have forgotten to lock this. Luckily, the window's unlocked. I've learned a preemptive approach to entering a strange building. I'll leave my CB radio with the volume all the way up. Let's back up and give it some room. If nothing comes, I generally know it's safe. Basement and gave it a walkthrough.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI.
Furnace room. Better check the wine closet. Walking upstairs into the living room, I was struck by all the memories that flooded me. This is where we spend most of the time. Felt like time had left me behind. Gas doesn't work. I even found proof that I was once here. My and a childhood friend's name that we etched inside the wooden beams. That gave me a sense of comfort. I don't know why. Okay. This was my room. I better check this storage space. Used to look a lot bigger. Typically by now, we would have run into somebody. A nester. I'm pretty sure this house is clear, which is good. A lot of these homes are furnished, which means that there's more resources in the house. More resources just means more like trouble you can run into. Check the garage. Forgot about the attic. Okay. So, this is a great place to nest right here because I can put a fire in this fireplace. I can cook some food on the fire because the gas stove's not working. And here's the big thing. Plenty of routes out. So I can escape through this big door. Plenty of windows. I can escape back through and through the basement. Or I can go over here in the kitchen where there is 2 exits. I prefer not to go upstairs because that's a place where I've been cornered before. The main thing is there's nobody here. There's no one living here now. So that's good. And that means that I can park up right here. I got some bread, some cheese, some butter, some garlic, and I'm gonna get a good night's rest. And we'll see, maybe I'll stay here a couple days because there's a lot of other things around this area that I would like to scavenge for potential things. Could be some good stuff around here. It was getting dark, so I began setting up my room for the night. So it's nearly nightfall, so I think it's a good time to start building the fire. Now with the fire, I like to start with a 3-layered base, a 3-log base. This gives the embers a place to fall and continue to burn. Without a solid base, the embers just fall, hit the stone, and then they burn out. So this will help our fire last a lot longer. Next, we're gonna build walls around the base. I like Lincoln log pattern myself. Usually I build these walls a lot higher, but I'm going to be cooking a grilled cheese on this later, so put a log on top. Yeah, you want to give everything a destination, you know? The embers go down, the flames go up. So next we're going to stuff the fire with some of the debris I got earlier. Got some sticks. Some birch wood. And of course, Old Faithful. Some dried up leaves. So I need to put some in the sides, top here. This is a concoction actually my grandfather taught me. He was a farmer, and he was very, very skilled in woodworking and tractor mechanics, so he always had sawdust and old motor oil lying around, and one day he decided to combine them, and what resulted was a very slow burning concoction, and we called it fire starter. So sprinkle some of this on top, some in the entryways.
The Borg found new ground to assimilate. It's time to recruit Data Skingraft to turn the enemy's
That's a good old fire. I like that. I felt safe for the first time in weeks. And then I found it. Okay, it's nearly dark. And I'm a little freaked out right now. Because, like an idiot, I didn't check every nook and cranny of this place. And I found this is the room that I came in at. So like, I was just so damn eager to check the rest of the house that I didn't think to open this freaking closet. I'm just like freaked out because it's too late to go anywhere else. I don't know if this is a live nest. It's like, no wonder this window is open. There's a lock on the door upstairs. And lock all the other doors and it should be fine. Just pray that... I just pray that's a dead nest. It could very well be. I mean, that happens all the time. It's just they never leave their sleeping bag. They never leave their pillow. I mean, why would you do that unless you were coming back? I couldn't let it break me. It was too dark to leave. I told myself I was old, inactive, that I hadn't done anything to wake it. I had stopped at the market along the way to get some ingredients for grilled cheese. Okay, so I have 2 slices of white bread, a few slices.
Northeast winds 10 to 15 miles per hour.
Alright, so this fire has died down enough so I can throw the pan on with the butter and the garlic. We're gonna let that butter melt. This is actually a great level of heat. Cooking over an open flame gives the bread and the cheese a rich, smoky flavor, which you'd never get on a gas stove, which is nice, but it's tricky because the heat is intense and uneven, so you gotta be careful. The goal is to toast the bread and caramelize the cheese evenly, and it's delicious. Just flip. Oh yeah. I tend to like my grilled cheeses a little overdone. I never quite understood why people don't like their cheese caramelized. I mean, that's like the best part, you know, when the cheese hits the pan and nicely. Look at that. That is a grilled cheese right there. That's gonna crunch. All right, let's listen to this crunch. Woo! Let's go in. I keep my radio on for a few different reasons as I fall asleep. One, this is an omnidirectional antenna, and it has a 5-mile radius, so I can pretty much hear, you know, anything within a 5-mile radius, and then I can determine whether it's a friend or it's a threat. I can plan accordingly. Secondly is a lot of radio broadcasts run on loops, and they can be actually surprisingly useful. One of my favorite channels is the Weather Channel. Let's see if we can get it.
The dew point 54 and the relative humidity 86%. The wind was north at 5 miles an hour.
Yeah. And it transmits, you know, real-time weather data, so I can tell how cold it's going to be tonight or what the weather's going to be like tomorrow, so I can plan. And thirdly, I like the sound of radio hiss and radio static. It just helps me sleep. It's time for this man to hit the hay. I'm gonna hit the hay. I'm gonna leave this on right here. And I'm gonna stay alert. Good night.
Are you a Roblox fanatic? Microsoft Rewards has a brand new way for you to earn digital gift.
Hello?
I left my radio running that night. It just made me feel safe. And I fell fast asleep.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you sure?
Yes, ma'am.
You're perfectly clear because you did it yesterday.
Yes, ma'am.
I swore I heard something, but I think I'm losing my.
We're continuing to restore and edit additional footage as more materials are uncovered. Being a private investigation, I want to extend a special thanks to our patrons who help sustain this archive. Welcome to all the new members. If you'd like to support this work, see unreleased footage, and help me determine what footage is released next in our subject story, you can find the link below. As always, stay vigilant.
Alright, I guess that's the end of the video. Shoutouts to the Glendale Archives. Thanks for providing this video, I guess. Shoutouts. Alright. So we'll end this recording off here. And I guess we'll see you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.